Hey everyone, welcome to week 2 of SESM. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about SESM specifically so that you were getting all the information that you needed to get set up and if I could answer any questions that you might need answered. So this is specifically to our simulation, and I will post some other videos out there as well. Generally after each round I will also put an overview video out there of the results, and I try to give you tips, things like that. So I am going to probably also create a Flipgrid with questions. So if you have questions for me on SESM as you're going through it, you can certainly just ask me and I will respond right in there. And I can maybe also upload a video and show you how to do it if necessary. The other thing I'll do is if you ask questions throughout the week for the overview, I will also include those answers or show you an example of it in the overview if I have that information. So provided everything goes well during the week, we will definitely do that. So lucky for us, we didn't miss a week of school because it's online. So for some of us it's like yay, and for some of it's like oh, but that's okay because we didn't have to drive anywhere. So that's the beauty of an online class. So one of the things that I want to first make sure that you're doing is that you're logging into the simulation. So on Blackboard in our class shell, I'm just going to go ahead and click on the simulation folder. And I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. And in this folder, there's a really great introduction video that just explains the simulation. I think gives you some information. And then the login instructions, which you should do step by step to get into SESM. So you're going to go in the register. The first thing you're going to actually enter is the course ID, which is 22167. Not the card ID. So the first thing it'll ask is the course code, and that's also right here in Blackboard. It's 22167. So that's the course ID. And then you're going to follow the on-screen instructions and confirm your registration, and that's where you put your code and other things in. And then you can go ahead and join a team, and your teams are going to be individual teams. So I just logged in to see who is all logged in, and in Universe 1 we still have one team available. And in Universe 2, let's see, we still have a few people that need to sign in. So make sure that you get in. There's enough spots hopefully for everybody, but once this first round ends, I have to add spots. So it becomes difficult if you don't do this right away. So I need you to get in here before tomorrow and get at least logged in. So definitely do that. So that's in the simulation folder here. There's also this really great, it's about an hour-long video that SESM does to go through each of the steps. He does have a little bit of an accent, but it's something that I think is really helpful for you to watch. There's also a decision-making guide and a case overview that you should print. So I would definitely print that. And then I created, eons ago, some how-to videos. So for each of the tabs, and I'm going to go to your decision page right here. For each of the tabs, green right now, like market conditions, I actually have a video on reviewing your market conditions. And I'll probably update some of these. They're a little bit old, so maybe I'll update these, but they're all out there. So for each tab in here, market conditions, demand, production, there is information. So watch those videos. So as you're making your decisions and you're going into market conditions, go ahead and go in here and watch the minute video. It's a minute, and get some ideas on what you need to take away from that. And then go to forecasting your demand, watch it and get some ideas, and keep going through each item that way. That's my best recommendation for how you do this. Once you're all done, so I'm actually in somebody's practice round right now, and I don't know if she made decisions yet. Nope, I must not be. I'm in Universe 2. I'm not in anybody's. Let me switch. So now I'm in Chelsea's. So Chelsea made some decisions, and she actually put them in her team decision. So you can tell that she put them in her team decision. So she might have actually gone to the decision checklist and hit go and then just made her decisions that way. That's one way to not forget to submit your decisions at the end. Otherwise, if you need to submit your decisions at the end, you would go to here, you'd have your your decisions made here, and you would hit copy. I'm certainly not going to do that because she's already made some changes and done some inputs. So she's already made some impact. It gives you a rough calculation of profit here. Don't let that fool you, because you have other people that you're competing against, and that doesn't necessarily help you much. It gives you kind of an idea. In this case, I would say, wow, maybe her demand isn't set real high, and she's spending a little bit in here. So that would be something kind of just to be aware of. But that doesn't mean that she's not going to make profit this round, because she doesn't know how everybody else is doing. There's also tabs across the bottom here, like IS Global. That's your income state for worldwide. So it'll pull up the income statement for all of your different areas, and it'll show your production costs this round, and give you an idea of kind of some of the things that maybe you're spending money on, in case you just want a quick overview. You can also look at your income statement for the US, Asia, and Europe. And then you also have your balance sheet for global, and it will give you your assets, your equity, your liabilities. So it gives you an idea of kind of where you're coming out there, and you can look at that for US, Europe, and Asia. And then if you're curious about your ratios or any of the parameters, those are down there too. So this doesn't include what everybody else is doing though, so this is just at a point in time, and that's the thing to remember. Okay, so I want to make sure that you guys are getting out there and getting signed in. Several of you have not done that yet, and so make sure that you do take care of that. If you have questions, please let me know. I will be creating a Flipgrid for any questions that you have throughout the semester, and you can just kind of add some new videos to that as we go, and I'd be happy to answer them. If you need anything else, let me know.